What up, y'all? So, I got a question slash story. I mean, it's a question based on a story, and it has to deal with not even letting, maybe even in a way saving people that say nigga who aren't black. So, I'm gonna briefly, really try and summarize this down because there's a lot of factors that go into this and shit like that. But basically, one time when I was in high school, a little bit coming out of high school and shit, um, basically, one of my white friends, he invited me to go to some place where it was more whiter people lived and stuff like that and shit like that. So basically for where we're from though, like we're right next to each other. They're like one town over. It's not nothing like super like crazy like far or nothing, but like the difference is pretty high. And over here, basically, like I wouldn't say like I don't know. There's more like black people. It's just more racist than it is in the other town. You know what I mean? Where it's just mainly white people, rich white kids, shit like that. Stuff of that, you know, range, right? So like the white people over here, they be around more black people that may allow them to say nigga sometimes or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So compared to over there, where if a white person said nigga, the black people might get more mad than they would over here. You know what I mean? Depending on what it is, if it's an ER, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Or, you know, if a nigga's like saying it in a song, some shit, you know what I mean? And all with this also depends on how white you are and how many black friends you are. I mean, how many black friends you have in general, you know what I mean? Because there's a difference between white people who try and act black and then, you know, white people just be around black people, you know what I mean? And even then, doesn't mean they can say nigga, but you know what I'm saying? Just to like, you know, put it out there to have it in people's minds before I like explain the rest of the story. But basically, long story short, we went to the other town, and I guess we were there to sit out for some shit for some party or whatever. So I guess what we were doing was like writing shit on some pieces of paper to put on the walls for the party, and I don't exactly remember what the theme was, but all I remember was it was around like fall or something or some shit. So basically, the white friend, he had basically wrote down like a phrase, blah blah blah, something, and put nigga at the end. You know what I mean? And then like I'm like right next to him, like as he like is writing it or whatever. And then he's like, oh, like you know, like is this like? It kind of like asking like, oh, like is this okay or whatever. And I'm just kind of like shrugs. You know what I mean? Like mind you, I'm not the only black person at this house. Even though it's mainly white people, it was only like probably like it was only me and her. So a black person that was there. She wasn't the person like it wasn't her house. It was this other white person's house. But anyways, basically, like okay, so some people, just like I was saying earlier, some people when they're around more white people, they're gonna be more on the offensive when it comes to you know white people saying nigger or writing it or whatever. Anyways, he put that shit on the wall, and then like a couple minutes go by or something. The other black girl sees it, right? And then she's like, "Are you serious?" And I just look at her. I just look at him. I'm just like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Some shit's about to go down." I'm just like, "Fuck," you know what I mean? But at the same time, I was just kind of like, "Damn!" Like that sucks for him. So then he's just like, "Oh yeah," I mean like, he said he could like it was okay type shit like you know pointing to me and shit. And I was like, thinking in my head like, man, don't expect me to save you, nigga. Like anything I say, like you can't just give the N-word pass. And even if you do give the N-word pass, you can't fucking just say like you can't just look at oh so and so says okay like nigga no. And don't involve me in this, bro. If anything, I'm gone. Shit, you know what I mean? Like what the fuck? I'm not trying to get involved into these fucking discussions. shit like that. And on top of that, like, you know what I mean? Like, they are gonna think it's like a way more thing and shit like that. Because especially if they don't know him as well, you know what I mean? He could be low key racist. You know what I mean? For all they know, but I know he's not racist. So it's like, you know what I mean? I know him writing nigga isn't like offensive. You know what I mean? And he wouldn't try to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing like that. So it's like, I know. So that's why I was like, whatever, shrugs. But he expected me to save him or some shit. I was like, bro, I can't even save you, my guy. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, I wanted to, but even if I did, I feel like I would feel like a coon. You know? Like, they're gonna look at me, the black girl gonna look at me like, how you gonna let him say nigga? It's just one of those things like, I shouldn't have to explain how I know and how I feel that he's not trying to be racist. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't know, it's a big discussion. Anyways, what do y'all think? Do y'all niggas save your non-black friends from saying nigga? Because honestly, as I get older, I think about it a lot. My Mexican friends, especially, because they feel the need to say nigga, and it's like, but you're not black. Especially because some Mexican niggas or Latino niggas, anything like that, they're really anti-black. Some, not all, obviously. But one more thing to add to this, which is kind of funny. So I have a longtime best friend. He's black, but he supports Trump, right? So basically the same person who wrote down nigga on the paper, he's white, right? So he said to my friend who's the Trump supporter who's black that he is racist. A white man said this. And probably one of the whitest people I know, I'm not gonna lie, said that this black man is racist for supporting Trump. Not anything else that, you know, in lines with racism, like hating a race or saying, oh, I hate white people, or, oh, I hate Mexicans, or I'm not allowing Mexicans and shit like that. Nothing like that, just because he supports Trump. A white man said this to a black man. And he wants to write nigga on a piece of paper and put it on a wall. Crazy, funny, hilarious, goofy.